Once upon a time, in a quiet and peaceful forest, three little pigs lived with their mother in a small, cozy house. Their life was simple, but it was full of love. One morning, Mother Pig called her three children to her side. Her voice was gentle, but also a little worried. "My dear children," she said, "it is time for you to leave home and start your own lives. But remember this: whatever you do, do your best. That is the only way to stay safe in this big world." The three little pigs felt both excited and nervous. They said goodbye to their mother, not knowing that the journey ahead would change their lives forever. The three little pigs left their warm home and walked into the big forest. Everything felt new. They heard strange sounds they had never heard before. After a while, they found a nice, open piece of land. The sunlight made it look bright and peaceful, so they stopped to take a closer look. "This is perfect. We can build our houses here," the youngest pig said happily. But none of them knew that this choice would soon lead them to a big and unexpected challenge. The youngest pig looked around the open field and quickly noticed a big pile of bright yellow straw near the edge of the forest. His eyes lit up as if he had just found a treasure. "Let's build a house with straw. It's fast, easy, and not much work. Then I'll have the whole day to play," he said excitedly. The middle pig and the oldest pig glanced at each other. The oldest pig shook his head. "A straw house is too weak. What if something dangerous happens?" But the youngest pig didn't care at all. He laughed, grabbed the straw, and carried it to his spot while whistling happily. Soon he started stacking the straw and imagined his cute little home. He had no idea that his quick and lazy choice would bring trouble sooner than he expected. In just one day, the youngest pig finished his straw house. Under the afternoon sun, the little yellow house looked cute, but if you looked closely, it was shaky and loose. Even a strong wind could make it tremble. The youngest pig opened the door and said proudly, "All done, fast and easy, now I can play." The oldest and middle pigs came to look. The oldest pig said gently, "This house is weak. What if something bad happens?" But the youngest pig just laughed. "Nothing will happen. The world is safe." He didn't know. Danger was already getting closer. After seeing the straw house, the middle pig decided he needed to build something stronger. While walking through the forest, he noticed many strong branches lying on the ground. His eyes lit up. A wooden house would be better, he thought. It's not as fast as straw, but it's still easy to build, and much safer. He began picking up each branch, choosing the straight and sturdy ones, and tying them into bundles. Even though he got tired, he felt proud of his choice. The oldest pig came over, looked at the wood, and asked, "A wooden house is better than straw, but do you think it's strong enough to protect you?" The middle pig smiled. "It's enough. I know what I'm doing." But he didn't know the wolf would not be stopped so easily. After 3 days of hard work, the middle pig finally finished his wooden house. It looked much stronger than the straw house. The wooden logs were stacked in neat layers, making the little home feel warm and solid. Standing at the door, the middle pig proudly said, "All done. This house will protect me better." The youngest pig ran over and laughed. "You work too hard. Why make it so difficult?" The oldest pig touched one of the logs and said, "It's better. But will it stay strong if something big happens?" The middle pig smiled, not worried at all. He didn't know the peaceful forest was about to receive an unexpected visitor. While the two younger pigs already had their houses and were playing happily, the oldest pig kept working quietly. He chose a high, dry piece of land where the sunlight made each red brick shine clearly. Unlike his brothers, he knew the world could be dangerous, and only a strong house could keep him safe. On the first day, he mixed the cement. On the second day, he placed each brick carefully. On the third day, he built the walls. From the fourth to the seventh day, he kept working without stopping. Sweat ran down his back, and his hands felt tired, but he never complained. The younger pigs watched him and laughed. "You're working too hard. No one is going to attack us." The oldest pig just smiled. He knew that preparing early was always better than fixing problems later, but none of them noticed. A pair of eyes was quietly watching from the dark forest. One morning, while the youngest pig was lying inside his straw house, he suddenly heard heavy footsteps outside the door. It was not the wind, and it was not the sound of leaves. It was someone watching him. From behind a bush, a big wolf stepped out. His eyes were sharp, and his mouth curled into a hungry smile. He knocked hard on the straw door. "Open the door! Let me in!" The youngest pig shouted in fear. "No, never!" The wolf growled. "Then I will huff." and puff and blow your house down. With one strong breath, the straw house shook wildly. Straw flew everywhere, and the little house collapsed in seconds. Terrified, the youngest pig ran as fast as he could toward the wooden house, his heart pounding. But the wolf was not done yet. The youngest pig ran to the wooden house and banged on the door. "Open up! The wolf is coming!" The middle pig turned pale, pulled his brother inside, and locked the door quickly. Both of them stood in a corner, shaking and out of breath. Just a few seconds later, the wolf's heavy footsteps echoed again. The wolf stopped in front of the wooden door and grinned. "Running away again? Open this door." The middle pig answered with a shaky voice. "No, you can't come in." The wolf growled loudly. "Then I will huff and puff and blow this house down." He took a deep breath and blew hard. The wooden walls shook. "Please, don't fall," the middle pig cried. The wolf blew a second time, then a third. Crash! The wooden house collapsed. Both pigs screamed and ran toward the brick house, hoping it was their last safe place. Behind them, the wolf followed slowly, sure that no one could escape him. The youngest pig and the middle pig ran to the brick house, pounding on the door so hard their hands were shaking. "Brother, open the door! The wolf is coming!" The oldest pig opened the door, pulled them inside, and locked it tight.
Don't worry.
He stood tall and calm. "Don't worry, this house won't fall easily," he said. A moment later, the wolf arrived. He looked at the strong brick house and laughed loudly. "You think you can hide? I will huff and puff and blow this house down." He blew as hard as he could. The wind roared, leaves flew everywhere. But the brick house didn't move at all. The angry wolf blew a second time, then a third. Still nothing happened. Furious, he noticed the chimney and got a wicked idea. He climbed onto the roof, planning to slide inside. The oldest pig quickly understood. He lit a big fire and placed a pot of boiling water under the chimney. Seconds later, whoosh! The wolf slipped down and fell straight into the hot water. "Ow! Too hot! Help me!" he screamed, jumping out and running far into the forest. The three pigs hugged each other with joy. The next day they visited their mother. The youngest pig said softly, "You were right, Mom. Doing our best kept us safe." From then on, the three pigs lived smarter, worked harder, and stayed together in their strong and safe brick house.